Oh, I cancel my auto attack. That's cringe. That's hugely cringe. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then again. Top DPS! In only auto attack. Well, a few traps. But Dragonhunter. Isn't that cool? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. I knew I could do it. We're just gonna keep doing it as well. But that's... We did make it. I'm happy. Oh, man. That's gonna be in the video. Fucking... That's gonna be in the video today. Holy shit. Let's go. So, I don't know if you have seen about the 30k DPS 0 button hammer build. Well, I have, and it's actually very cool. It's from the guy called Electric Soldier, and you should definitely follow him and subscribe to him, because, I mean, it was his idea. Then again, I know a lot of people knew that, you know, auto attack on hammer was very good, and that we knew that it was gonna get even buffed with the recent patch. But, of course, he made the video. He did the build. What a giga chat. Okay, so you should definitely go in and follow him. But I made another version of it with Dragonhunter, which does more or less. Oh wait, did I? No, everything's fine. Yeah, perfect. It does more or less the same damage with only auto attacking, right? It takes a little bit to get to the top, but it does more or less the same damage without attacking, but it has a bit more utility, and it can actually go to even further than a 30k if you press a few buttons. So if you want to do the core version with just auto attack and nothing else, you can do that one. And if you want to put a little more effort into it, you can do this one, right? Which, in my opinion, is a very cool one. I really like this one because I like pressing a few little buttons. You know, maybe not an insane amount, but just a little bit. You know, and I find it very fun because with this build in particular, you have a few little things that you can do that makes it gives more things for you to use, especially in open world. Because the other one, I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't have as much mobility. With this one, you have F2, which makes you Wings of Resolve, right? That makes you essentially jump over, right? You also have your shield, F3, that essentially blocks everything that goes through here, and also, because of Indomitable Courage, breaks stun and gives ability to all the 5 people around you, which is very, very nice in open world. It's very nice in just running around playing with other people, right? Which you might as well will be if you're playing this if you're playing in the open world. And of course, you also have other damaging abilities like your what's the word? Like your traps, right? And what you would do, right, in order to start, you would essentially put your traps in, right? You would like boop, boop. Then use your F1 in order to get a bit of buff, in order to buff your auto attacks and everything. And look at that, you're going to 36k. Of course, it's going to drop down a little bit. But just by doing that, you will do an insane amount of damage. Way more than the other version, right? You'll do this again, F1 and your trap, and continuously do a bit more damage than the other version, right? Now you can even go even further and do use your virtues, because essentially every time you use a virtue attack, you will get this little buff here, Inspiring Virtue, that will make you do more damage. And you can essentially do F1 and F3, interchanging them all the time in order to do a bit more damage than the other version. I'm actually not doing it perfectly right now. I'm sure that you can be a bit more, a bit better with what I'm doing, right? A bit more min-maxy in order to do a bit more damage. I'm pretty sure I made it to 34k at some points, right? But it does pretty well, right? It does pretty well. It has way more utility. You could even change Signal of Wrath, because I think this one is like nice, but like you could essentially bring Stand Your Ground for a bit more stability. If you're, kind of annoyed that you're getting stunned too much, a lot, which is kind of what happens sometimes in open world. You can also change it for, I don't know. I mean, I would not recommend Sword of Justice, because honestly, look, the auto attack on hammer, anything that you press is kind of a DPS loss. The only reason why these ones are not is because they're traps and they're very good right now. Actually, I wonder if Light's Judgment. Oh, I guess he only gives vulnerability, so not really. So I doubt that any of the other traps will be actually better. Yeah, I doubt it, to be honest. I think it's better to just use this as utility. Maybe Stand Your Ground. Maybe advance for some ages and swiftness, right? And you'll still do a lot of damage, right? I'm just gonna show it right here, right? Like how much damage I'm gonna do, right? Even while not having the other one, right? Like I'm popping off, right? I'm popping off. Like look at that, 37k. Of course, it's gonna start dropping down eventually, right? It's gonna stop ramping down because of course, the burst is kind of high, but then it drops down very fast, right? Yeah, I'm doing a bit less damage than the other version, but of course now you have standing ground as well, right? So you can definitely change a little bit of things in order to make it easier for you to play with. But it's a very fun build. It's a very fun build. I am actually been using it on open world a lot because I can just chill out and you know, talk to the chat, do some more stuff, maybe react some videos, and have not a lot of issues with it. And I can still have fun while playing the game and while actually contributing to the metas that I'm doing, right? You should also remember to note auto cancel just like I did there. You should do the whole rotation of your auto attacks, otherwise you'll lose a good amount of damage. And you can this is definitely not a build that I would probably recommend for something like raids or whatever, unless you're really starting out. Mainly because you can just do normal Dragonhunter, put a bit more effort, and you'll do way more damage, right? Sure, if you right now are having a little bit of an issue doing damage, and you're actually doing worse than what you would do with this, sure, you can try it out. But to be fair, especially if you're training, if you're learning the fights in the first place, but be careful because you're not really gonna learn to be better at the game with this build. Just auto attacking, pressing one button every, like, I don't know, 1 minute or whatever, or like 30 seconds. So it's like, it's not really that. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help you that much of getting better at the game, right? I guess for the auto attacks and canceling, it will be a bit better, right? For sure. But yeah, you know, it's not gonna be. It's maybe just to start with, or maybe use an open world whenever you just want to chill, but nothing more than that. Okay. That being said, I'll leave the. Oh well, I forgot about the actual thing. So here's the build. I'll leave it in the description as well. Yeah, I'll leave it here. You can change Indomitable Courage if you don't care for Permanent Wrath for a bit more damage. I think the build that the core one has, it does have Permanent Wrath to do a bit more damage, but I don't have it because, I mean, this is just too good in my opinion. If you put Permeating Wrath, you might as well get Candle Seed as well. I'm pretty sure that I would do way more damage by doing that, to be honest. I'm gonna do it right now anyways, while I'm, you know, showing you the other stuff that I'm that in the build entails, right? I'm just as a meme, right? I'm just gonna let it go, right? But yeah, that I actually have full assassin. I'm a 99.1. Oh, that's kind of bad. You usually shouldn't have that, actually. I actually have full assassins. Oh wait, you should essentially just have. I just have berserkers, right? Is the issue. Rings, because I don't have legendary because I'm stupid. But you should have full assassins gear with Dragonhunter Rune and Sigil of Accuracy and Sigil of Force on your hammer, and this will give you a 100 critical chance. If I were to use, because you don't want to be fucking up. Oh, that's wrong code. You don't want to be not getting full crits, right? You don't want to have full crits. I guess what you could also do is put some agony. I mean, some infusions with precision. I guess you could do in order to get some more crit chance if you're struggling. I probably should have for this video to actually exactly show you with 100% critical chance, but it should be fun. You can also get some more food that maybe it's not this one, right? If you're struggling, it's not the Battle Sweet and Spicy Butternut. With a bit more precision if you are struggling with that as well. But other than that, I mean, it's full assassins. Relic of full assassins, power infusions, right? Dragonhunter runes and Sigil of Force with the hammer and Sigil of Accuracy, and also, of course, the Relic of the Brawler, because it is increased strike damage for a duration when granting protection on a resolution to yourself. And because your auto attacks is giving full protection, because that's what the combo field does, that's what the auto attack does, you will give permanent protection, and you will trigger this as much as you can. It has a, I think it's around 10 seconds. Yeah, it has an 8-second cooldown, which kind of sucks. Otherwise, this would be like you would have permanent 100% damage increase, which would be insanely overpowered. But that's what it is, right? And that's what it is. And with that, you'll be able to do all the damage that you have to do. You'll have the build ready to go, right? Other than that, that's what it is as the build. It's actually a very fun build, as I said, and I'm happy that I could essentially get another version of it that, you know, you press a few more buttons while still having the heart and the idea of pressing almost none of them while doing a bit more damage. Because I like low intensity builds, I love them, right? I think they're cool, but I think it's always cool to have like maybe a little bit more effort in, and you do, you know, and you can change it slightly to give you more advantages in the game while still having, you know, a very easy build that you can use. That being said, thank you for watching, guys. And go follow, of course. I'll leave it in the description of the video, the person who did this in the first place. And yeah, I don't know. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Try the build. Tell me if you like it. And yeah, see you guys around. Subscribe to the channel. Love you all. Bye bye.